So far you've learned about services, and remember before, so kubectl and then get svc. In here we should have a couple of services, but the one that I want to show you is this one. So Kubernetes cluster IP, and then this one here, that's the IP address, and it's listening on 443 right here, and it's TCP, right? So this guy right here, I didn't explain, but let me actually explain what it's meant for. So this Kubernetes service right here is automatically created for you so that you can find and talk to the Kubernetes API from within the app. So in here, if I type kubectl get and then EP for endpoints, and in here you can see that we have Kubernetes, and this is the endpoint, right? And this sends it to 8443. So you've learned about endpoints. Now, remember this IP address right here. So here I'm going to just copy this for a second. Now I'm going to say kubectl get and then pods and then dash and then capital A for all namespaces. And here, have a look. We have this pod right here, which is kube API server minikube. So let's just take this for a second. Command C, and in here, let me just clear the screen. Let me just get the endpoints again, and I'm going to say kubectl describe, and then pod, paste that -n for namespace, and this is because the namespace is kube system. So here, namespace, and this is kube system right here. So here I'm going to say kube dash and then system. Enter. And it should be kubectl, just like that. Enter. And again, describe. Sorry, I can't type today. There we go. Now if I press enter, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll up for a second. So I'm going to scroll up and I want you to see something. So in here, have a look. So the IP address is 192.68.49 and then 2. And this guy right here, so this Kubernetes service sends it to this IP address, and then the port is 8443. So here we should see 8443 somewhere. So if I scroll down, you can see that we have secure port and then 8443. So this means that right here, so basically if I describe the service again, so the purpose of this service called Kubernetes is to allow you to talk to the Kubernetes API via the API server. So again, let me show you. So this is the service, and this has the endpoint. And if we describe pods in all namespaces, there we go, get pod -a, and you can see that this is the API server right here. And you've learned that all communication goes via the API server. If you have any questions, drop me a message. Otherwise, let's move on.